PBS Kids Sprout on demand.
Jagers! It's the tales of our pal Piggley. Ireland is the world he loves so well. He wrinkles out his spots that are downright sickly. How he does that, only he can tell. Piggley, Ferny, Molly, and Dan, and never miss a chance to have too much fun. In Tara or Rallo, lots of excitement for everyone. Curiosity's in a hurry, leaving no time to stop and think. The line between wild and crazy gets blurry. Jagers! The adventures of Piggley Winks. Something in the way his eyes start blazing tells us he's on to a brand new plan. His lips curl up, it's downright amazing. Looking for mischief, well, he's your man. Piggley, Ferny, Molly, and Dan, and never miss a chance to have too much fun. In Tara or Rallo, lots of excitement for everyone. Jagers! They go to bed just to wake up early to get in trouble or on the brink. The line between wild and crazy gets blurry. Jagers! The adventures of Piggley Winks.
Well, now, I've seen storm clouds that look happier than you two look today. What's wrong, boys?
We're not playing with Meg anymore. Ever.
Oh, I see.
She made up a new game with all new rules, and we think it's bogus. Totally bogus.
Well, it's no wonder you're disowning her then. After all, you boys would never make up a game like that now, would you?
Sure we would. We make up lots of games.
Of course you do. And after all, there is just as many ways to play with a basketball as there are ways to be a cowboy.
Huh? Cowboy.
Come on, lads. Stand tall. Put on your 10-gallon hat, saddle up your horse, and head for the horizon.
Grandpa, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about being a cowboy. Why, the Rallo Wranglers were the rootinest, tootinest cowboys in all of Ireland. At least that's how we felt whenever we listened to Buck Bravo, 20th Sheriff.
Like a streak of lightning, Buck Bravo and his brave horse Dusty raced to stop the runaway wagon. Master Dusty
Ride 'em, Buck!
right through the schoolhouse. You'll never stop the wagon in time, Sheriff Bravo. Never!
Oh!
Buck Bravo was more than a radio show to us. It was real life. Whenever Buck saved the day, we were right there with him.
Gotcha!
Well, there you be, Miss Bessie. The town and schoolhouse are safe. Is that right, Dusty?
No! Please! Not the kiss! No! Wait! Oh, it's okay, lads. He's just kissing his horse.
Oh, that's right.
Well, Radio Wranglers, it's time for Buck and Dusty to say so long. We'll see you around these here parts again real soon.
We're riding into the sunset, 'cause it's what cowboys do. On a horse and a saddle, I'll be thinking of you.
So long, Wranglers!
So long, Buck!
Buck Bravo got us so excited we just had to be cowboys ourselves.
Grandpa, you were in Ireland. There are no cowboys in Ireland.
But we had our imaginations. And that was enough to make us anything we wanted to be.
Jagers, look!
Oh, Jenny Mac, it's a star. A badge.
A sheriff's badge!
Yippee-yi-oo! We're all gonna be sheriffs.
Sorry, Dannon, but this is a one-sheriff town.
What?
Besides, there's only one star.
And who voted you in as the one sheriff?
Well, you don't vote for sheriff.
Well, how do you decide who gets to be sheriff, Piggley?
It took some thinking, but we finally agreed upon a fair way to decide who would be the sheriff.
So, the one who gets his rock closest to the can wins the star.
All right, I'll go first. Can you beat that, Piggley?
Of course I can. Jakers! I did it!
That was a great task there, Piggley.
Oh, it's my turn now.
Okay, Ferny, take careful aim and give it all you've got. Oh, nice try, Ferny. You could be me deputy.
Hold it, Piggley. I believe this belongs to Sheriff Ferny.
But
Sorry, Piggley. Ferny won fair and square.
Oh, did it, Mac?
it looks great, Sheriff Ferny. And don't worry about a thing. I'll give you all the help you need.
Okay, Sheriff, what do we do?
Oh, let's pretend we're hot on the trail of the fiercest outlaw of all time.
Hold on there, partner. I'm the sheriff from these here parts, so I reckon that I get to decide what needs a sheriffing. Uh-huh.
Okay then. What do we do?
Follow me.
Oh, okay then.
So here we are, grazing again. That's all we ever do. It's boring. Even my teeth are bored. Well, it may be okay for you, but not for me. So today, we're all going to learn how to play football. American football. You kick it, run with it, throw it. It's a game. Good energy, flock. Now the rules are simple. 15 players tackle. not tickle, tackle. Time out!
Whoa there, posse!
What is it, Sheriff?
Try it. It's just as I have feared. The most frighteningest varmints this town has ever seen.
Thundering saddles, you mean?
Yep. It's a whole band of...
What? A band of what?
Coyotes.
Coyotes?
Coyotes, that's right.
What? Sheriff's tracked down desperados and sidewinders, not coyotes.
Well, these are very bad coyotes.
Well, then leave them for the coyote catcher. We should be on the trail of Pico's Pete or the High Mountain Gang. Come on, Ferny.
That's Sheriff Ferny, and it's my sworn duty to go after those coyotes.
Are we really going to chase coyotes?
Lead the way, Sheriff Ferny.
Oh.
Okay, now that we've got a football team, we're gonna need cheerleaders. It'll be your job to do fancy cheers like this. Rah, rah, rah. Sis, boom, bah. Go, sheep, ba, ba, ba. Do you think you can do that? That was good. All that and built-in pom-poms, too.
We spent the better part of the afternoon looking for coyotes, but never found them. Ferny said it was because he was such a good sheriff that the coyotes were hiding from us in fear. Huh? Then Millie saw us and joined in our game too.
You're Millie the Kid, Terror of the West, and the Ralu Wranglers are hot on your trail.
Does that mean I'm a villain?
Oh, sure. You're the greatest villain to ever ride the plains, and more fun to chase than coyotes. You pretend like you've just robbed the first town bank, and we heroes will track you all the way to your hideout, and then bring you to justice.
I could do that.
Or you could pretend that you're Mississippi Millie, the new rancher who's come out west, in your covered wagon with your cattle, Texas Longhorns.
Oh, I like that, Sheriff Ferny.
But then, what are we going to do? Sheriffs and deputies don't herd cattle.
Well, seeing as these are extra special cattle, they'll need extra special protection, you know, from the coyotes.
Checkers! What the coyotes again? Coyotes are this small. Texas Longhorns are this big. Coyotes can't catch longhorns.
Well, they can if they're organized. Come on, everyone, let's move out. Yippee-yi-yo! That's what they say in the West. Yippee-yi-yo! Yippee-yi-yo!
Oh, what's that, Thunderbolt? He's picked up the scent of a gang of desperados. Oh, there must be hundreds of them. Lead the way, Thunderbolt! Come on then, Thunderbolt. I guess they don't want to have any real fun.
Son, you've hardly touched your third helping of stew. Is something bothering you?
It's Ferny, Dad. He doesn't know anything about being a sheriff. I mean, have you ever heard of Buck Bravo going after coyotes?
I can't say I have, son.
If I was the sheriff, we'd be off catching outlaws and desperados and mad-looking scoundrels.
I see. So you'd be a much better sheriff than Ferny, would you now?
Of course I would.
Really?
Well, maybe not better, but...
It wouldn't be that you only want to play if everyone else plays your way?
But my way is fun, Dad.
Son, you don't have to lead the team to have fun, you know.
Dad, is this the chat about being a team player and all? You don't have to worry, because I already got that at school.
Some things need repeating.
Oh, right.
So, as long as you're playing cowboys, why don't you give yourself a chance to play Ferny's way, hmm? You might be surprised at how much fun you'll have.
Okay, Dad. As long as we play cowboys, Ferny is the sheriff.
Whoa!
Avast, me mateys! Come aboard, and we'll set sail for the 7 seas in search of buried treasure.
Piggley? Are you daft? You can't ride horses on a sailing ship.
Besides, we're hot on the trail of the coyote gang.
Forget about coyotes. This ship is headed for uncharted lands.
And who would be the captain of this ship, then?
You can be captain. Captain Dannon of the Irish Navy. Ferny can be bosun, and Millie can be first mate. I'm the admiral.
Oh, Piggley, you just want to play Sea Explorers so you can be in charge. I know you.
Not at all. I just figured we've had enough cowboys for the week.
Well, I haven't.
Me neither.
I love cowboys.
So, it looks like we're all ready to saddle up and mosey along.
I'm an admiral. Well, I don't have to mosey.
Piggley?
Dad?
Have you learned your lesson then, prisoner Piggley?
Yes, I've learned my lesson, Ferny. Sheriff Ferny.
Then I reckon I can set you free.
No, what, Sheriff Ferny?
Well, since Piggley's a reformed rustler who once was on the side of the coyotes, he can help us track them down.
I remembered what my dad said about giving Ferny a chance. And since I hadn't been having fun on my own, I decided to play along.
Oh, okay, I'm in.
Yip, yip, yip! I got you now!
Yep.
I went along with Ferny. But truth be told, I really didn't give him much of a chance. As I saw it, he was doing everything wrong. Then Ferny did something, and I just couldn't take it anymore.
You wrap it around just once. Then the trick is to make a loop.
You're doing it all wrong.
What?
That's not how cowboys tie a hitch.
Well, sure it is. It's a slip knot.
That's a granny knot.
No, it's a slip knot, just like Buck Bravo's.
Buck Bravo doesn't tie like that.
Yes, it does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, it does.
If Buck Bravo's on the radio, how do you know how he ties his nuts?
Sheriffs know these things.
Ferny, you're not really a real sheriff, and you don't really know these things.
Well, yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't.
I do.
You don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't.
And let's play ball. Come on, little hustle in there. Ferny, get that ball. Come on, let's play. Okay, fine. Be that way. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. Now you decide to play? Yeah!
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't.
I do.
You don't.
What's that?
Stampede!
The goalpost! The goalpost! I'm safe!
Piggley, look! Your gate is open!
Jakers, if the sheep run out, there'll be no stopping them.
Piggley, quick, get in the wagon!
Okay.
Watch out!
Wait a minute. How many teams are there in this crazy game?
Jakers!
Go left!
We'll never make it.
Oh, yes, we will!
Oh, I can't look.
Jakers, that was brilliant. Buck Bravo never had such a chase.
That is fine.
We did it!
No, Ferny, you did it. You saved the sheep. That was very quick thinking altogether. Very sheriff-like of you.
Oh, you really think so?
Absolutely. And it was great fun as well. You're a brilliant sheriff, Ferny. as brilliant as Buck Bravo.
Oh, thanks, Piggley. Oh, it's fun to be the leader sometimes.
Well, don't get too used to it.
What?
I'm just teasing you, Ferny.
Oh, I knew that.
From now on, we can take turns being the leader of our games. You and me. Oh, and Dan and Millie, too.
Come on, then. Let's get back to our cowboying duties. Those coyotes are still on the loose.
Right. Where do you reckon they are, Sheriff Ferny?
I reckon they're holed up in the old ghost town.
Ghost Town? Jakers!
This is so exciting.
Saddle up, Raloo Wranglers. Yippee-o! Yippee-o!
And so, with Sheriff Ferny leading the way, we played cowboys for the rest of the weekend. And I must admit I had a rip-roaring time chasing coyotes. There are bad ones, you know.
Wow, Grandpa. Ferny's way of sheriffing sounds awesome. Yeah, I don't know why you didn't just play his way in the first place.
I guess I thought his way was bogus, as you would say yourself. Until I tried it, that is.
Okay, Grandpa, you win. We'll try playing basketball by Meg's rules. Right. You never know. We might even like her game.
You'll never know until you try.
Yippee-yi-yo!
Ah, sometimes those boys are almost as smart as their old grandpa.